In today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're having a big random video of Bob Ross merchandise and miscellaneous toys.
Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Let's jump right in and start valuing our toys. Today we have a little bit of everything in this video, but we're going to start out with Bob Ross merchandise. And we have 5 of these 300-piece puzzles of his different scenes he painted throughout the years. And these are worth about $8 each. They're pretty cool. Bob Ross was kind of, I think, back in the late 70s or early 80s where he had a painting show on PBS. And it was a lot of fun. And a lot of people now have discovered him all over again. All right, next up we have this really cool Bob Ross Christmas ornament in blue. And he's worth about $13. And then we have the one in the green sweater with the red pants, and he's worth about $12. And then we have this Mr. Potato Head Bob Ross. He's worth $17. And we have this little tin of mint worth about $4. And then we have the Joy of Calm pink soda drink, and it's worth about $8. And then we also have the blue one, and it's worth about $8 as well. When I saw those, I had to pick those up. I thought those were really cool. Then we have this bobblehead still in the box, worth about $12. And then we have a solar bobblehead that's worth about $17. Have this really cool golden book, little golden book, I believe they're called. It's worth about $9. And then we have this really large Bob Ross plush doll worth about $30. And then the coolest piece of merchandise they probably made in the whole Bob Ross set is a Chia Pet worth $26. Then we have a Christmas stocking that's worth about $15. And then we have an old VHS tape of how he painted his photos, and it's pretty rare and hard to find. It's worth about $20. Have a cool Bob Ross ink pen still on the card that's worth about $18. And then we have this really cute cartoon figure of Bob Ross worth about $17 still in the package. And then we have this Bob Ross gift set still in the package, and it's worth about $25. And then we have an articulated figure still in the box. This one's pretty cool and very detailed, and it's worth about $38. And then we have a Bob Ross puzzle where the scenery is in his afro, and it's worth about $20. And this isn't Bob Ross, but he's pretty cool. A Richard Simmons figure, he's worth $65. We've got a lot of miscellaneous stuff to go through. These are little girl bobblehead figures. They're from Russ. The tag says Russ. And these are worth about $12 each. We have 3 of these, so that's $36 more we can add to our overall grand total at the end of the video. And then we have this Smushy Mushy Bento Fox set. I don't know what it is, but I have one, and it's worth $23. And then we have these Party Pop Teeny packs. Now these are pretty cool, and they're worth about $22. Here's another one, also worth about $22. And then the gift set one's worth about $16. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's a raccoonito, and they're little stuffed animals they put into a burrito. I still don't understand it, but it's worth about $12. And then we have these little fortune cookies, and they're worth about $8 for the set of 2.
Then we have these little plastic dolls we picked up somewhere. They're like probably made in China, but they're really cute and they're worth at least $2 each. So we have 3 of those. So that's another $6 we can add to our total. And then in the back, we have these cute little girls that are resin and they have beaded legs. They're very cute and they're worth about $5 each. This was totally in the wrong section, but it's a Playmobil pedal boat from the 70s worth about $15. Then we have these little figures. These are from 2003 called Tommy Micro Dancers, and they're worth $10 each. We have 3 of those. And then we have this little statue of the 2 girls worth about $12. Then we have these little baby figures called Twosies, and the 5-pack is worth $25, and we have 2 of those. So I didn't even know we had these. I love it when I find stuff I didn't know we had and it's actually valuable. And then we have the 3-packs, and they're worth about $15 each. So we have 3 of those. So that's another $45 we can add to the total. Things just really add up. All right, then we have a Squinkies pack of 12 worth about $28. We have some Shimmer and Shine stuff, Detangler and Body Wash, each worth $10 each now. And then we have this bath set of Shimmer and Shine worth about $22. And then we have a Mega Block set that's worth $28. And just randomly, we have these skeleton tongs worth about $3. We'll put that with all of our Halloween stuff. We have these little bubble bath containers of these girls that are worth about $4 each. We have 2 of those. And then we have these little J Adore wooden figure sets. We have 2 of these, and they're worth about $8 each. So that's another $18 we can add to our overall grand total. Those might have come from Target. I'm not 100% sure. I have this little Squishmallow. He's worth about $8. And then we have this little carton of Lost Kitties. I think it's like a blind box. It's worth about $11. I really want to tear into that and see what's inside it. And then we have these Gift-em sets. These are little figures that travel around the world in little gift boxes, I believe. And they're worth about $20 each. And we have 3 of these. So that's another $60 we can add to our overall grand total at the end of the video. And next up, we have these little play sets called Mini Mixie Cues. And we have 2 of these, and they're worth about $12 each. I'm surprised they can sell this little stuff. It's so small, kids could get choked on it. But they do sell it. And then we have the big set. That's the candy shop, I believe, and it's worth about $25. And then back to those Gift-ems, we have the Tour Bus set, and it's worth about $16. I thought it'd be worth a little bit more than that. Then we have a little My Little Pony random horse there, worth about $5. And this little pet shop cat worth $5. Then we have some Pez dispensers. All these pet dispensers are worth about $10. But I found that gum on the side, it starts to get gooey and gross. So I might have to take these out of the package and just keep the Pez itself. But they'll still be worth about $10 each because kind of hard to find. And then we have a couple tubes of Pez. It's like full of the candy and a Pez dispenser. We have 2 of these, so they're worth about $10 each, so that's another $20. But I love Pez candy. I'd like to just eat the candy out of it. This little Easter Bunny Pez dispenser, he's worth about $6. And then we have this Hello Kitty Mermaid. She's really hard to find, and she's worth $15. And then we have one of the Disney princesses. We have Moana. She's worth $9. And then we have a Rapunzel who's worth $11. And then we have a witch. I think we already have one of these, but she's worth about $5. And then we have this one. This is from the Eternals, and this one's worth about $5. And then we have another one from Eternals, also worth about $5. As we're packing up the house, we found a couple more things we want to take to the toy museum. This vintage Hawaii plate worth about $20. And from Planet Hollywood, the Mr. Man globe figure worth about $20 as well. I think he was a vase. And from Pokemon, we have this snail from 2008. He's worth about $12. And we have this Paris drinking canister from Las Vegas worth $20. These Chester Cheetah clips we found in one of our drawers are worth $15 each. That was a pretty cool find. And I found a little guitar from Cozumel worth about $6. And then while packing up some stuff in the kitchen, I found these old vintage 1978 McDonald's Garfield mugs. And these are worth about $10 each. So we have a set of 4. So that's another $40 we can add to our overall total. Next up, we have this really cool metal wall hanging of Alf worth about $10. And then I just got these in. This is Jim and the Holograms Funko set. And they're worth about $16 each. And we have the whole set of 5. So that's about $80 we can add to our total at the end of the video. Then some random stuff I just got in from my Whatnot app on my phone. These 2 baby La La Loopsies are worth about $15 each, and the big one's worth about $20 each. And then we got this little piggy figure. It's worth about $8. I think I paid $1 for it. The Madagascar plush is worth about $5. Again, I think I paid $1 for that. I love Whatnot. You can get some really good deals there. And then I got this vintage Aladdin CD for $1, and it's worth about $5. And then I got this really cool $6 Million Man 10 sign for the wall. It's worth about $10 too. Vintage little fuzzy teddy bears. They're worth about $4. And got these little bitty pop Funkos, a Freddy Funko. I got all of these for $4 for the set. And when I look them up on eBay, they're worth $12 each. So I spent $4 and it's worth $48. That was a really good deal. Sometimes Whatnot can have some steals on there. What else do we have here? We have this little vintage, it's a bowl, a cup, and a saucer, and you put them together and it looks like a little girl. It's worth about $40. Well, with our previous 356 videos of value on my toy collection, our total was $887,317. And then when we add this video of all of our cool Bob Ross merchandise and all of our miscellaneous toys, we can add another $1,531 to our overall grand total. So that means for episode 357 of Value in My Toy Collection, our total now is $888,848. And I've still got a lot of videos to make, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I'm going to have $1 million toy collection when it's all over, because I really want to say I have $1 million toy collection. But I'm not a millionaire. I've just been saving these toys all my life, going to thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, and looking online, and it's just accumulated to that big old total. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what I actually have and what it's worth. And it's just been sitting on shelves for years and years, probably even more than a decade, just gathering dust. So it's almost like Christmas, seeing what all I have when I'm looking at it again. And I'm putting all these toys online on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi. So if you want to see the toys up close, just check us out on Facebook. So until our next video, guys, we will see you then.